And we are live. Kia ora, nisam Bula, namaste, Ram Ram, Kemcho, Jai Shri Krishna. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another live session of our Let's Grow Together series. I'm back with my sister, business partner. If those of you who's tuning us and watching us live and do not know me, my name is Davina Patel. I hail from the beautiful islands of Fiji, currently residing here in Auckland, New Zealand. I'm a finance professional and I'm a proud online business owner. So today we are back with another session. It's mostly a Q&A session. So I will now give it over to my other business partner to introduce herself and say a little bit more. So over to you, Sita.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be watching us from. My name is Sita, as Davina said. I am a nurse, I'm a mom, and I live in the UK with my family, originally from Zimbabwe, and I am a proud digital business owner.
Thank you very much, Sita. And as we are here, I'm in New Zealand. It's summer in the UK. As you mentioned, you have cold weather. So today, our go live, we are focusing more on the question and answer sessions that we have, the questions that we get asked, and we are gonna give a little bit of more input on from as we are already in the business. So for me, like the common question I get asked and I will give my input is, uh, how did you take the first step in terms of your mindset? So for me, a person who has always taken the first step, who has always taken a challenge, and also in terms of this online business, well, when I came to New Zealand, did see the cost of living, and also I wanted to give back to my family. And I also wanted to have a system that you have to have less effort, but also gets you a little bit of extra income. And the first step was when I lost one of my best friend, and I had seen his journey for the last good 15 plus years, and he had worked for someone, and I noticed that making and working for someone, giving your 9 to 5, and sometimes even going above and beyond, giving your time as the important commodity, and then being not valued and appreciated. That is when I my f- one when my friend passed away, and that made me realize the next day is when I joined the online business to see and explore that there's more to life than giving your 9 to 5 or your 40 hours, as I'm a person who works in the supply chain sector, as um, also running an online business. So my first step was when I lost a good friend, but this should not be the case for anybody. Like, if you want to work and if you want to live life on your own terms and have control, take the first step. And then look at the consequences and issues later, because those are you're procrastinating things that have not even happened. So these were some of my takes on this question. But do you want to add something, Sita, on this one?
You're not taking the first step. In starting this online business, it changes most of the things in your life. It changes your mindset, how you look at things. And I understand that there's always a fear of starting something new. Who isn't scared of starting something new? We all are. Even when you are starting a new job, we all are scared. But starting a business, it's something that has got your name on it, it's something that belongs to you, something that you work at your own time without having to be guided by anyone or without having to be questioned by anyone what you do. It's your personal growth. So taking a first step to starting your own business, I would say, is the best thing forward, because as Davina said, procrastinating, it doesn't help, because you are pushing yourself backwards. Once you have got a dream, pursue your dream, and you never know how that dream is going to go. It's like even when you're starting on a journey, do you know how that journey is going to be like? You don't know how it's going to be successful or not successful, or what you're going to encounter, but you still go, which is the same as this business, is taking that first step and go ahead. Whatever happens along the journey, you will find a way. Thank you so much. Back to you, Davina.
Thank you, Sita. And then moving forward to our Q&A sessions that we get asked, what are some of your biggest fears when starting out? So for me personally, like I said, I love challenges. I do have my fears, no doubt. Everyone has them. My biggest fear when I started this business was coming in front of the camera and doing lives. And most of the time, when I started to learn about this business opportunity, watching the web based training, and then knowing that, okay, I have to make a video or do content, and I'm a person who is a very introvert. I had to come out of my nutshell and also know that, people can also earn in the social media platform, and I always trusted the system and the process. But for me, was to overcome the fear of going live. So I remember my first live was with my coach, the husband, as a male version, because there's quite a bit of male versions in this business. And till now, when I go back and see it, it makes me wonder that how I started this journey. I started mostly my lives in last year in April 2024, and I kept on pushing myself no matter the mistakes I've made. But what I've learned is that if you don't make the effort and attempts, the mistakes will always happen, but you keep on going. And also, the more you do it, the more mistakes you make, and you get up and you just keep moving forward. That's how I, overcome some of my fears of starting out this business. And also, I'll give it to Sita. Sita, what was your biggest fear when you started?
My biggest fear was to come on social media, because social media was never my thing. You will never see me on social media doing anything. The idea that this business is running on social media, that was my biggest fear. But when I told myself that this is what I wanted to do, that fear, I put it aside. And I told myself that this is all about me. And the other thing that came to me when I thought, oh, yeah, I can do this, then I started thinking, what about people? What are they going to say? Because we all worry about what people are going to say. And the other thing I told myself is, this is for me, for my family. If I go to work, I provide for my family, not for other people. So I stopped worrying about what people will say, because people will always say something, or will always have something to say. But I told myself that, you know what, whatever they say is their problem, not mine. I'll go ahead and do what my mind or what my heart is telling me to do. That's why I managed to do this business. And the other thing, if I haven't got food on my table, they've got a lot to talk about. And if I have got food on my table, they will still talk. So why? I told myself, why do I have to worry about what people will say? So that shifted my mindset, and it gave me that courage and confidence in doing what I want or what I enjoy doing, rather than thinking about other people. This is what helped me in pursuing this dream, or in doing this business. And that's how I overcome my fears on a daily basis. What I do, I focus on me and my family rather than anybody else.
Thank you very much, Sita, in terms of explaining. So I'll just like like we're having the Q&A and all. So the next question we have is, how do you conquer your fear of failure? So for me personally, how do I fear my fear of failure is to always make the effort and also keep trying, because the more you try, the more efforts you make. Like for me, I'm not a social media person, and I also kept on doing live sessions so that I never gave up, knowing that I am going to be on my social media platform and also learn a skill that helped me also make good friends. So for me personally, the more you do in terms of something that you fear, is that the more you're gonna be good at it. So for me, as a social media person, I started taking small steps towards my progress and started learning, the techniques and also the technicality. And if I had issues, any problems related to this business, regardless, we have a dedicated mentor and a coach. I always tend to go onto the online space and find my own solutions, because we are humans, we all have issues, but try to be more solutions oriented in terms of, so your most what will happen is that all your questions and issues, like we said, will come to a rest, and you'll be more goal driven to solutions oriented. So Sita, what was your, like, how did you conquer your fears when you were in this journey?
How I conquered my fears, I told myself that I have to do this. And that's the challenge that I had. It was a challenge, but I didn't allow it to stop me from achieving my goals or from doing what I wanted to do. And can you imagine if you have got an exam coming, we all worried that I'm going to fail or I'm going to pass. But we don't stop going to that exam. You have to do it and do what you can do best, which is what I did with this business. I did what I can manage best to pursue my business, to make it work. Because when I started this business, I told myself, yes, I'll have challenges. I'm going to have bumps and humps, but I have to make it work. So once you tell yourself that I have to make it work, it will keep pushing you. Even on a bad day, you'll tell yourself, I have to do something on my business because this is what I've signed myself to do or on achieving. So I'll make it work. I'll make it work. That's what I do. Each day I look forward in doing something on my business or in achieving something on my business. So once you look forward in your achievement, surely you won't let yourself down because this business is all about you. It's all about how you develop, how you learn, and you are not really on your own because this business is global. It's so global that you get the support from anywhere. So it's not something that really worried me too much because I knew that even if I get stuck, I will find someone to help me out. And also having my mentor, my personal coach, that kept me going. I knew that I was not on my own. Even if I have a problem, I've got someone that can support me in getting that problem off the way. So that on its own kept me going and it put me where I am today. Back to you,
Thank you.
Davina.
Thank you, Sita. Like, looking at it, I can take away the discipline, the consistency, and the attitude of starting this is more important than anything. So, like, coming to the last question of today's Q&A session, what support did we get from our families and or our communities. Well, like we have mentioned, in terms of this business, it's a global business, it's a digital online business. And myself and Sita, we have so many other business partners who have been successful in this business. They did see something. And also, we're a part of a community that like-minded people, and we all like to work with people who have an attitude to change, because you have to come to this platform to see that you want to change in your circumstance, and not always bring your problems, and also see that, okay, this is not working for me but is working for someone else. The attitude, the mindset, you have to carry a lot of things, because whenever, like Sita has mentioned, whenever you start a new job, it takes you some good amount of time to understand the business process, understanding how efficient, how you can be effective in your role to be a mentor, because we all are mentors, and we are one day going to be a coach. That how you get driven by this success is that we have seen the number of business partners joining, and also they wanted to come out of their why, like Sita mentioned, that their why is so big that drives them no matter what day you are in. Mostly for me, when I'm on my bad days, I tend to watch some of the $1 million masterminds we have, so that I get that boost and listen to someone else's story. And it gives me that, okay, this person has achieved this, has gone through this, and my story is very not that big compared to their story of all the troubles they have been through. So for me personally, I did get support from my family. My family is, I have a mother, I have two brothers, and I'm a grandmother. Well, they don't know much about the digital space. They don't feel that comfortable, and they're very introverts more than myself. But my mother, once I showed her how to be so active on Facebook and stuff, she always makes comments on my posts, my videos, my pictures. So I gives her a thumbs up. I always try to teach her something new. So yeah, that is it from my side. Sita, if you want to add anything, please go ahead.
Yeah, we've got families and community who are working alongside with us to keep us going with this business. We all need the support, don't we? I've got my family members that are always backing me up. Some of them, they're even putting like supporting me on my page. If I post something, they write something. I've got my sister-in-law that I adore so much. She always supports me on my page. Anything that I say, she will put down a good supporting word. She keeps on tag with me. Anything I'm posting is all along with me, or even sometimes contacting me, cheering me up. That keeps me going, because if you've got someone that support you in your family, it keeps you going. It makes you know that at least I've got someone that believes in my dreams, that believes in what I'm doing. And we also got a global community, and that on its own, it's amazing. It is amazing because you never get stuck, because anytime, any day, if you put your question up there, someone answers it. You find someone from Australia, someone from New Zealand, USA, anyway around the world. If they've got an answer to what you are asking, you get that answer. If you have a question and put it down there, they answer it for you. And we have got that supportive community that we always see greatness in each other. We are always cheering each other up. And this reminded me that, you know what, if you are within the right people, even if you say the wrong thing, you are right. But if you are in the wrong group, if you say the right thing, you are wrong. So we are in the right place. Everything we say, whether you are right or wrong, we cheer each other up in a positive way. So this is the place for each other to grow, support one another, and to grow in our business. So my community and my family have kept me going in this business. Back to you,
Thank
Davina.
Thank you very much, Sita. Like the importance you emphasize on community and families. Well, that is very important for us in our lives. And for those of you, we have come to the end of the session. Like if you are willing to know or ready to start your own business, I would recommend that you connect with Sita or myself. Our websites are mentioned on the screen. So if you want to know about this online business and also want to learn how to make a little bit of extra on the online space, because there's a thing that if you're posting pictures, if you're posting content, anything can be content. You are basically doing 50% of the business. So how about learning something extra and monetizing and also building education program that we have to also learn everything from the video based training, and all that you'll get the knowledge, because knowledge is power. So if you want to know more about us and also our journey, and if you having a passion also to change your circumstance but looking and not finding the right side hustle, connect with us through our website or follow us on our journey, and we will be happy to assist you, because we do understand that we have been in your shoes. So till then, guys, connect with us, stay safe, be blessed, till we meet again next week. Bye.
Bye bye.